Let's unveil the most mind-bending prison breaks. Number 10. The Opportunist. It's a routine transfer day at the Porter County Jail. The air buzzes with the anticipation of movement. Mike Maldonado finds himself in the back of a patrol car, awaiting his shift to a new location. As the car idles in the Sally Port, a momentary lapse in attention becomes his golden ticket to freedom. With the gate hesitating to close fully, Mike seizes the moment, darting out from under the half-shut barrier, leaving the officers in his wake. The scene is set for a heart-pounding pursuit as Mike dashes into the night, the flickering lights of the closing garage door marking his narrow escape. For 2 tense hours, deputies scour the area, their efforts thwarted by the wily escape artist. But as fate would have it, a stolen vehicle report would lead to his eventual capture, adding another layer of intrigue to his daring escapade. Number 9. The Uncuffable Lady. Wisconsin's very own femme fatale, Amber Gonzalez, finds herself in cuffs after a run-in with the law. But unlike most, she refuses to be bound by convention or metal restraints. Left to her own devices in a holding cell, she starts a daring bid for freedom. Caught on CCTV, her fingers dance with defiance as she deftly maneuvers out of the supposedly impenetrable handcuffs, a feat deemed impossible by law enforcement, yet achieved with astonishing finesse. With the shackles discarded, Amber seizes her chance. She slipped through the emergency exit, a wisp in the wind. Through yards and alleyways, she navigated until fate intervened in the form of a truck driver, a willing accomplice in her odyssey. But even the most cunning escape artists are not immune to folly. A fatal misstep leads them back to the scene of the initial capture, where fate, in the guise of vigilant hotel staff, intervenes once more. Number 8. The Window Slider. In Garland County, the stage was set for an audacious prison breakout orchestrated by none other than the mastermind, Derek Estelle. Seemingly engaged in a casual phone call, Estelle was, in fact, meticulously plotting his grand escape. This was no lone endeavor. He collaborated with fellow inmates to divert the attention of unsuspecting officers. Seizing the opportune moment, Estelle leaped over a counter, skillfully darting through an open window. Witness the heart-pounding footage as he deftly maneuvers his way out, closely followed by a determined officer. Outside, a waiting car served as his gateway to freedom, with officers desperately attempting to halt its escape. Despite the setback of the police recognizing the vehicle, the fugitives managed to disappear into the night. Weeks later, Estelle was apprehended in an abandoned home, accompanied by his girlfriend, suspected to be the elusive getaway driver. Charges were also pressed against Estelle's mother and stepfather for their role in aiding the escape. Number 7. Solid Snake. For those familiar with classic video games, the image of Solid Snake maneuvering through air ventilation systems brings back memories. In a real-life rendition in Lincoln County, 3 inmates embraced this stealthy tactic for their daring escape, immortalized by CCTV footage. These crafty prisoners didn't merely crawl into the ventilation system. They had mastered the art, using it as a secret gateway to the prison kitchen. Their routine included clandestine forays for snacks, refining their plan for eventual freedom. The breakout commenced, resulting in the swift recapture of 3 fugitives within 3 days. However, the saga continued. On the 4th day, the remaining escapee was apprehended, marking the end of their escapade. Astonishingly, this wasn't the first time they had exploited the same route. A déjà vu escape 3 months later showcased the prison's apparent reluctance to learn from its past mistakes. Number 6. The Bulldozer. In Copenhagen, Denmark, a daring escape unfolded with a roar that echoed through the annals of prison break lore. Instead of the usual clandestine tunnels or acrobatic feats, this escapee opted for a bold strategy straight out of an action movie: bulldoze through the walls. With the help of a trusty accomplice and a roaring bulldozer, the formidable barrier crumbled like a house of cards, unleashing a frenzy of fleeing prisoners into the wild. What makes this escape even more cinematic is the lack of grainy CCTV footage. Instead, The scene was captured by a daring cameraman outside the prison walls, adding an air of mystery to the daring breakout. Brian Bo Larsen, the nightmare of Danish prison guards, whose escapades are the stuff of legend. From vanishing in a container to sawing through bars with a hacksaw, Larsen's knack for evasion is unmatched, cementing his status as one of the world's most notorious escape artists. Number 5. The Vloggers. While most prison breaks are shrouded in secrecy, these escapees decided to flip the script by chronicling their daring exploits in a riveting vlog. Nestled within the confines of Orange County, a smuggled cell phone became their ticket to fame as they documented their journey to freedom with flair. From shimmying through cramped vents to navigating the labyrinthine plumbing, every moment was captured with a mix of adrenaline and defiance. As one of the escapees flashed a confident thumbs up before disappearing into the vents, the world held its breath, witnessing a spectacle unlike any other. And when they finally ascended to the rooftop, their triumphant selfie marked a moment of defiance against the confines of their captivity. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Their taste of liberty lasted only a week before the long arm of the law caught up with them. Number 4. The Smooth Talkers. Escape artists come in various forms, but some pull off their schemes with sheer charisma. Take, for instance, the Smooth Talkers from Texas. In a daring display of charm, 3 inmates convinced a female guard to aid in their escape. With her unwitting assistance, they disabled alarms, opened doors, and falsified counts, granting them an 11-minute head start. Clad in stolen attire, they casually sauntered out while the guards' distress mounted. However, her assistance didn't go unnoticed. She was apprehended the following day, while the Smooth Talkers were captured after a thrilling 5-day pursuit. Needless to say, no guard has fallen under their spell since. Number 3. The Crossdresser. Clavino da Silva is a Brazilian drug dealer with a penchant for theatricality. In a plot that defies belief, da Silva hatched an escape plan that involved masquerading as his own daughter during her visit to the cell. Undeterred by the unconventional nature of his scheme, da Silva donned a black wig, glasses, a bra, and a t-shirt, complemented by a remarkably convincing silicone mask. Dubbed Shorty, he even matched his daughter's height, attempting to slip past guards unnoticed. The daring attempt, however, hit a snag as vigilant guards quickly detected the disguise, removing the glasses and wig. Although the escape bid failed, the audacity of the endeavor captured the attention of law enforcement. Questions arose about the involvement of da Silva's daughter and 8 other individuals in the elaborate plan. Number 2. Making Houdini proud. Securing the second spot is Rustam Shah Rudinov, a 25-year-old with a knack for daring escapes that would make even Houdini nod in approval. Shah Rudinov, charged with theft and burglary, proved his uncanny ability to slip through tight spaces by executing a jaw-dropping breakout. In a move that defies imagination, he shed his clothes and slipped through the prison's food hatch, resembling a magic act that left everyone in disbelief. Swiftly grabbing some attire, he transformed into a fully clothed escape artist in broad daylight, caught on the prison's CCTV. Hailing from Dagestan in Russia, Shah Rudinov's whereabouts remain elusive, hinting at the possibility of him popping up unexpectedly, like a master illusionist ready to make his entrance. Number 1. El Chapo. Joaquin Guzman, famously known as El Chapo, is a maestro in the art of prison escapes. Walking nonchalantly in his cell, El Chapo casually disappears into a tunnel beneath the shower, a hidden masterpiece rivaling any escape plan. Amid loud hammering sounds, the guards turned a blind eye, oblivious to the impending breakout. The footage captures El Chapo strategically timing his exit, a mobile phone smuggled in to coordinate the elaborate escape. He cranked up the volume on his TV to muffle any noise. The underground tunnel, stretching a mile, led to a property owned by El Chapo's wife. The tunnel, reminiscent of a high-stakes heist, boasted lighting, ventilation, and a rail system equipped with a modified motorcycle transporting essential tools for the clandestine excavation. El Chapo basked in 2 years of freedom before being recaptured in 2015. Now held in a notorious American prison, his previous Houdini-like escapes are merely legendary tales. Hit that like button and subscribe for more adrenaline-pumping content.